If you can't give us some financial support, okay, please give us a credit.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on? I am Wavy. Hope everyone's doing well out there. You know, staying safe, blessed, out the way, all that good stuff. Closing the year, strong wave hitting in full effect. You see me. All right. Zelenskyy, this guy's been a real pain in the ass in 2023 with this whole Ukraine-Russia war. Again, this is a war that I don't think the U.S. needs to take part in. The U.S. has no, we really have no dog in the race. That's something amongst themselves that they need to be settling. That being said, allegedly, Joe Biden had mix-ups and business being done in Ukraine in the past, and allegedly there may be some type of debt, something owed on some side, or I don't know what's going on, a quid pro Joe, I don't know, but we continue to send money over there, continue to invest in Ukraine, a country I had never really heard too much about until, I started seeing them in the news every 2 seconds. Voldemort Zelenskyy. I know that's not his name, but that's what I call him. Voldemort is over here every couple of months going to DC begging for money, telling them people that if we don't support them, then we support Russia. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't care either way. That's something y'all keep over there on that side of the world. But anyway, let's get into this clip real quick. This is going to be the quid pro Joe, the infamous, in his own words, a meeting about having the prosecutor looking into a business he had in Ukraine, or he was involved with in Ukraine, allegedly. He's going to be talking about having the prosecutor who was looking into it fired. And if the prosecutor wasn't fired, then he was pretty much withholding money. There goes the quid pro quo. That's the joke. If you know, you know. Let's get into the video.
And I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to the press conference. I said, no, I'm not going to, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bitch. Got fired.
You heard it in his own words, but I don't know what business was going on in Ukraine, but there's been a lot of U.S. taxpayer money in a time where we've already seen record high inflation. We've seen all types of stuff around the country where money could be infrastructure, where money could be put into. We still have the Flint crisis going on there. We still have the border crisis going on at the South. Like, we still have a lot of places that need help, and we're sending billions of dollars overseas. All right, so real quick, this is going to be from September 21st of this year. All right, but I just wanted to give a quick, look into the numbers. So a lot of Ukraine, a lot of the countries around them are sending aid, but most of their military aid, all right, the total number of U.S. dollars provided to Ukraine dwarfs any other individual country. And they're going to say, yeah, that's because we're bigger and stuff. We've sent $43.8 billion to Ukraine. A lot of that it's in military assistance, all right, for a war that is allegedly going on. I haven't seen footage. I haven't seen anything. I've seen more about what's been going on in the Middle East with Israel and Palestine. I've seen more going on with that than I've seen what's going on with Ukraine and Russia. You know what I'm saying? But billions of dollars, more money is being sent there every single day. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Joe Biden said, Zelenskyy, do that little dance and you'll get some more money. You'll get another $200 million. And there go your boy right there. There you go. All right, so as of yesterday, the recording of this video, December, I believe it's from December 12th. All right. Biden announces $200 million in aid for Ukraine as Zelenskyy meets GOP skepticism in Congress. So they met. People on the left, like Schumer and all of them, are saying it was a good meeting. It was very informative. They feel like they need to send the assistance. And then you have people on the other side saying, why should we continue to send assistance? What's happening? We need to be briefed up on, like, in real time on what's going on for it to be worth it. And the GOP, from what I'm gathering, is starting to say that they're willing to send money to Ukraine in aid, but they want control of the southern border and what's happening there. All right. I just want to get to a couple points real quick. So President Joe Biden announced $200 million in pre-approved aid for Ukraine after Zelensky's marathon around Congress. I'm going to see everyone. All right. So Zelenskyy, of course, I think we had a good meeting with the senators. Okay, he met with the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, who said that he had a good meeting and reiterated that he stands with Zelenskyy against the invasion. We need a clear articulation of the strategy to allow Ukraine to win, Johnson said after meeting with Zelenskyy, and thus far their responses have been insufficient. All right, so let me continue real quick. I just want to get to the southern border. When asked later by NBC News whether Congress would approve aid for Ukraine, Johnson responded, "If they give us the border." So I think that the GOP is starting to, they're still skeptical, but they're starting to open to the idea of sending Ukraine aid in exchange for having control of the southern border and what's taking place there. Because what's taking place there, that's where billions of dollars could be going. All that money, all that 45 point something billion that we sent, this other 200 million, all that could be put to the southern border, and we could have had the wall been done instead of having gaps and openings here and there. All right. I wanted to get to this video real quick too. All right. This is going to be yesterday. After they signed, we're going to see Zelenskyy and Joe Biden. Let's get into the video.
Thank you. And before the press, hey, whoa, hush up a second, okay?
That's how he's talking to the press. All right? Let an orange man say this. You know what I'm saying? But for Biden, everything is overlooked. Even reporters, you're going to see, they're not allowed to ask questions. They're going to get rushed out by Biden's staff, his handlers, whatever you want to refer to them as.
Got one more thing to say. I've just signed another $200 million drawdown from the Department of Defense for Ukraine, and that'll be coming quickly.
Hey, who mess is this?
This guy said another 200 million.
Drawdown from the Department of Defense for Ukraine, and that'll be coming quickly. I've just signed another $200 million drawdown from the Department of Defense for Ukraine, and that'll be coming quickly. Thank you.
Thank you. President Biden, are you mad at me? President Biden, are you mad at me?
I'm glad that it's funny. I'm glad that the American taxpayer is paying for whatever you got going on, wherever, with whoever, that we got to pay it. We don't get no say. Executive order, 200 million. For what? We've already sent 45, and that was in September. Zelensky's been coming every single month, going to Capitol Hill. Can I get some more money? We need, you seen in the beginning, if we can't send money, send credit. For what? What type of blackmail do they have over this guy? And then he answers no questions. He just smiles at this because it's funny. The taxpayers are just, you know, that thumb of the elites is just once again pushing down on the everyday working people and the middle class and the lower class.
President Biden, are you mad at me?
Look at this smug son of a bitch. Look at him. Look at him. I'm glad. Yo, you know what? Why I'm glad for him? Because as a hustler, he got to come up. And you got to respect it. You got to respect that as a hustler, he's going, you know, and I'm not saying a drug hustler. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm just saying as a businessman, you're going to be like, all right, I got what I came here for. And he did. And look at the smile on his face. Look at his face. And now listen to the reporters. Listen how their voices are just going to dwindle out. No question. They just getting them out of there.
Are you mad at
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Clearly know who he reports for. Yeah, man, but man, yo, another 200 million. Inflation, they just printing money like it's nothing down at the Treasury or at the reserves. And yeah, this is where we at right now. But if you stuck around this long in the video, as always, I appreciate a like, a comment, a subscribe. Join the conversation. Let me know what y'all think. It's still finishing the year strong. Got a couple more videos to go. And yeah, let's get to it.
Minority communities, we're not seeing the improvement. There's inflation with everything: food, gas, insurance prices. I mean, you name it.
Bidenomics is not working. It's just a complete mess. It's a disaster. Especially here in New York City, we're feeling it very hard.
You could say anything to Biden right now, who says that the economy is improving, especially in black and brown communities. What would you say to him?
That's lies. I believe that's lies. Heavy lies on that, for sure.
Do you think that somebody else besides Biden should be president next time?
Of course. Bring back Trump.
Tell me why.
We had money. We had money when Trump was president.
Free my son Trump.
Yo, I love to see people and I hope that I hope they show out, and I hope that nothing nefarious takes place on the campaign trail to 2024. And I hope that all the distractions are resolved so that Trump could really concentrate on the 2024 campaign. But I love to see people waking up, man. Let's keep it going.
Free my son Trump. Trump 2024, everybody. Trump 2023.
That's crazy. And we're here in the Bronx.
I'm gonna vote for Trump if he runs, because I feel like it was much better when he was here financially for everybody, not just me, for everybody.
I'm definitely voting for Donald Trump. He made sure we had money in our pockets. He was for the people. He made sure we had what we needed. I feel like everything will go back to how it was. I mean, ever since he's out of office, everything's declined.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to go for Trump. Sorry.
I'm gonna go for Trump. Trump. Always Trump.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Let me see. Who you voting for? Trump.
And then my last one, I promise.
I think that Trump is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than Hitler.
Yeah, absolutely he is. I would say that Trump is very authoritarian.
I think it was extremely authoritarian how Trump, he raided Biden's home. And then he gave him 4 indictments. And he just said that like Biden is the biggest threat to American democracy, and like democracy's on the ballot. Like it's extremely just authoritarian to do that, right?
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, it's just also like extremely authoritarian to like, put Biden's family business, they put it on the stand, like to dissolve his family business. Their business selling art and information to China.
Right.
Very authoritarian.
I'll agree with that.
What if I told you that those were all things that Biden's done to Trump?
I would say that you may have participated very much like Trump had done, trying to manipulate a situation to say things that sound agreeable and aren't agreeable and that sort of thing. And I would say that he's gotten into your skin.
I don't know the mental gymnastics that these people do. But hey, y'all stay safe and y'all stay wavy.